authorized to open the doors to anybody that would knock on the door if they would be able to swim, boat there, or they got a call from the mayor or anybody saying that they did not have proper shelter. The church would be more than willing, Lakewood Church, to take in folks, but at least 3 of their staff members of Pastor Joel Osteen's church in Houston had to be rescued from their homes, believe it or not, with several others experiencing floods due to the impact of the hurricane. So they've been affected as well. The Osteens are sitting in the dark themselves. They don't have a generator. I'm just seeing pictures of people making fun of the Osteens. But as for the Osteen and his wife, Victoria, the Osteen family is safe but without power. A friend says, I haven't talked to them in 2 days. I know someone made it over there and said everybody's okay. They are on pretty high ground. If you're not flooded, you are surrounded by water in this city. And if you're not flooded, you now have waterfront property. And again, like some I've told you on social media, I've criticized Osteen and Lakewood for announcing that they had canceled Sunday service because of a hurricane, suggesting that the church is closed to those who need access to the massive arena for shelter. However, a friend, Iliff, told CP that they are currently about 8 maintenance personnel inside the church who have been instructed to let anyone into the church who needs shelter. But Iliff's knowledge, no one has come to the church seeking shelter. They would have to swim to get there, he explained, adding that there is a flood shelter set up a couple miles from the church at the George R. Brown Convention Center. And I understand it's not to capacity. They're still welcoming people there. But you're going to have critics of a man of God that actually feeds people in the greater Houston area and does missionary work all over the world and has actually housed Katrina people that came from New Orleans to be housed there in his church. He's done this before in 2005. He's helped people, and they're willing to help people now. But because of the flooding situation, it's unsafe to get to the church. Pray for the Osteens and for their staff. They're being affected just like everybody else in the Houston area and dealing with it. But to be criticized during this time, ABC, USA Today. I don't get USA Today. There's a good reason why. And I certainly don't watch ABC anymore. Bad news. I like Peter Jennings. I didn't like all his reporting, but I did like him. I thought, a lot of his stories were fair, very insightful. Well, I used to be the voice of ABC News after Ernie Anderson. ABC News, where more Americans get their news than from any other source. And that was me for 10 years. Unbelievable. Yeah, it paid halfway decent. It was good. I was 22 when I got the gig. Unbelievable. I was a young guy practicing and, always dreamed to actually be a network voice. So it was pretty amazing. These floodwaters, man, looking at the Atkins Reservoir, located about 19 miles west of downtown. It went over the top of the 108-foot spillway for the first time in history and threatening immediate surrounding subdivisions. Some areas that haven't seen mass flooding are probably going to see it. And Jeff Linder, a meteorologist with the Harris County Flood Control District, said there's something we've never seen before at a morning news conference. This is not going to happen fast, but this is a slow rise, Linder told reporters, adding that a flow of water going over the reservoir into the neighborhoods would increase as the levels of the reservoir continue to rise. Linder earlier was telling a news agency, Fox actually, will cause serious flooding in immediate areas, starting as a trickle, then becoming an uncomfortable release of water. Second-story homes also will be at risk. That much water, folks. Search and rescue efforts still continuing. Linder said that downtown Houston will necessarily be greatly impacted, but officials don't fully know what will happen because they've never faced this situation before. Meteorologists described the situation to Fox as uncharted territory for the city. They've not seen this much water so fast. And, folks, that's what people are dealing with still. The move was supposed to help shield business districts from floodwaters. They were trying to implement something the last 10, 15 years, but it also risked flooding thousands more homes in nearby subdivisions. But after devastating floods in 1929 and 35, going back and looking at history, the reservoirs were designed to hold water until it can be released downstream at a controlled rate, but they didn't count they didn't count for the subdivisions in all the neighborhoods or the massive population of Houston. When asked on Twitter how the overflow will travel, Linder said that the water release will initially turn south down to the Sam Houston tollway, but added that we are not very confident how it'll flow since it's not happened before. And they have folks from all the geologists, just trying to get a grasp on this to figure out exactly what the best protocol is, and it just doesn't seem to be good either way. Nearly 2 more feet of rain expected on top of the 30-plus inches in some places, folks. That pretty much puts it in perspective right now. 2 more feet expected on top of 30-plus inches of rain, according to meteorologists. We know in these kind of events that, sadly, the death toll goes up historically. Houston Police Chief Art Avinos told the AP, "I'm really worried about how many bodies we're going to find once the water recedes." The storm is generating an amount of rain that would normally be seen only once in more than 1,000 years, said Edmund Russo, a deputy district engineer for the Army Corps of Engineers. And folks, pray for the rescue workers. Mayor Sylvester Turner put the number by police and more than 3,000. The Coast Guard said that it had rescued more than 3,000 by boat and air. It was taking more than 1,000 calls per hour. And that's going on as we speak, folks. This is still not done. It's still raining. It's still lingering. Lots of photos of Harvey rescue. It's spreading on the internet, front pages. People keeping their eye out as soon as they saw the SWAT team member carrying her and seeing the baby. I just couldn't believe the baby was wrapped up there and not crying. Photographer David Phillips said of the moment Sunday afternoon when his lens found the trio, it was just tender. It was very special. Phillips' photo that I'm talking about shows Officer Daryl Hoddick in a baseball cap and fatigues, carrying Catherine Fume and his son. She cradled through knee-deep water covering Interstate 610 in southwest Houston. Phillips said that the woman and child were rescued along with the baby's father from their home in the city's Maryland section where water reached many roofs. And Monday, the image had quickly become a symbol of the storm, and rescue efforts featured across the web in many front pages. The FAMs carried to a police staging point at a high spot of the road were quickly whisked away Sunday, giving Philip just a minute or two to get their names and witness their relief. House is completely flooded, but at least we're all together, Catherine Fume posted on her Facebook page late Sunday. We are so thankful that God was looking over us today. Well, folks, these are some more stories that I told you that I would bring to you so you can actually hear exactly what is going on throughout the Houston area and throughout Texas and Louisiana, bracing for floodwaters, too, as more water is heading in that direction. We need to pray, folks. We need to donate if we can. But prayer, I'm a firm believer of that. And for all those going through this now or having family members, our heartfelt prayers to all of them. We'll be back with For the People Coast to Coast right after this.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us. It went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
For the People is there.
For the People has a special opportunity for you. If you own a business and want to gain a national audience that is loyal and will do business with you, imagine being able to get your product and or service into the hands of tens of thousands of people each week. Sponsorship opportunities are now available at rates you can afford. Finally, the show you love with your business supporting what we do in partnership. Start running your commercials today. To contact us, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant. If not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple. Give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support. On the air for Mr. and Mrs. America with common sense each day, right here, Keith Allen. Our website is forthepeopleshow.com. Take a look today. Corpus Christi is the scene of where the president is. He's arrived in Texas for briefings on the catastrophic flooding, and he's going to be working with the governor, Greg Abbott, for months and probably, most likely, as experts have said, years, to just